Bears, Niners, best NFL game of the year, A+++.
The two quarterbacks last night were spectacular. The Caleb Williams throw to Colston Loveland, it happened so fast. It was so abrupt. I don't think that it was appreciated.
I agree with you.
By the world the way it should have been. That was 47 yards,
like
on a line.
Caleb Williams has made 5 to 10 throws this season
100%.
that no one can make
one we
better.
just showed to Loveland where he's rolling to his like that is 40
pass.
yards downfield and it levitates. I mean, the arm strength is crazy.
He's different.
Meaning, Bears went on the road to the Bay, the second best team in the NFC over the last 5 years, against the 49ers in the San Fran on Sunday night, and were 4 yards away from beating that team, a team that could ultimately end up as a 1 seed in the NFC. Like, the Chicago Bears already should not be here. I saw that Ben Johnson is the first head coach in the history of football to take a team that won less than 4 games to winning their division in the next year. So the Bears aren't supposed to be here. The reason I'll give them a moral victory is, if I'm a Bears fan, I'm leaving this game saying, give me them again in the playoffs.
When's the last time you felt this good? I'm talking about against a quality opponent.
In the wake of a loss?
Not Cleveland. Not Cleveland.
Right.
When's the last time you felt this good about the Bears offense where you say, okay, well, here's the setup of the drive, and you felt like, yeah, we're going to get it in? When's the last time you felt that way against a quality opponent?
When I was a gleam in my mom and dad's eye. Like, I don't ever remember going, okay, Jim McMahon's one of the 5 or 10 best quarterbacks in the world.
Yeah.
No, never felt that. Doug Flutie or Cade McNown or Jay Cutler. Ugh, overrated.
My goodness, has it been confirmed over and over and over and over again that Caleb is the real deal and has a remarkable amount of talent and does have the play calling head coach attached to his hip that he needs and requires in this nature and nurture world, right, of the NFL and its success. There's no question in anyone's mind, right? Like, this is a real deal, special, talented quarterback, Kurt, correct?
All I'm waiting for at this point, with what I've seen, and that he's continued to, like you said, prove different things to me and I'm sure everybody else out there on a weekly basis. All I'm waiting for is the efficiency to get to, and I'll just say kind of that NFL level, when you look at a starting quarterback, you're making the right decision, having your eyes, like, once he gets that to go along with the things that we've seen him do this year, the incredible throws. I mean, we saw, and it's a weekly thing, right? There are 2 or 3 throws every single week that we pull out and go, not everybody's doing that. Like, and he's making those plays consistently.
Well, they went toe-to-toe with an offense that's been red hot for the San Francisco 49ers, and been a long time prior to this season when you've seen the Bears, be able to compete in a game like this, especially with stuff at stake, right? Like playoff seeding on the line. So for the young guys that stepped up, Caleb throwing for a season-high 330 yards, Luther Burden with a huge game, Colston Loveland. You go down the list of kind of the young players that made contributions to that offensive attack. I think you've got to feel good about that. Sure, you ought to be mighty concerned about the defense, but big picture state of the franchise, if you're willing to go there briefly anyway, with another game to go and then the playoffs, I think it's all trending very positive.
Here's the scary thing about people in the NFC North. You got to worry about this team forever.
Yeah.
Look at the young players. Look how good the young players are doing. Start with Caleb Williams, but look at Burden. By the way, Romanuzzi, one of their best receiver, he's not even playing in this game.
And the tight end is really good as a rookie.
Loveland, he's getting better and better. This team is going to be there forever.
Ben Johnson is an absolutely phenomenal coach. And God forbid he gets a defense like Kyle Shanahan has been afforded a few years while he was in San Francisco. The Chicago Bears are here to stay.
You're on the road in the second half, and your second half possessions are touchdown, field goal, and you're at the 2-yard line. Ben Johnson, tip of the cap. Caleb Williams has gotten better every week. Second week in a row, Caleb Williams, no sacks. That was the big concern into the season. You got to get out of the negative plays. Back-to-back games, no sacks. And again, Saleh was being hyper-aggressive.
Chicago Bears are playing with house money. They're playing way ahead of schedule with the addition of first-year head coach Ben Johnson, as well as, still your young quarterback in Caleb Williams. What you've seen in Chicago is something that you can say to yourself, that team is going to be great eventually, just not this year, not at this particular point.
I'm with Cam here. What I saw last night was a deeply entertaining game between two deeply flawed teams and two deeply, to me, unserious teams. But I'm going to give I'm sorry to make you gaslight.
What?
But there's one team that's more serious. It would be the 49ers over the Bears. The issue with both of these teams is the defense. And the Bears, let's start with the Bears. No pass rush, no defensive whatsoever, 6 yards per carry. And their season, the success of their season has been predicated on two things that are really shaky come playoff time. Their turnovers that they get. They started with a pick six and still lost. That is an anomalous thing. It can go up and down depending on the game. And then also these fourth quarter comebacks. You cannot rely on that, be lasting come playoff time. They've had 6 already. It did not happen last night.
My only issue with the Bears is San Francisco's defense isn't good. They have an excuse. Lost Fred Warner and Bosa. They don't have a lot of great players. Chicago's got some high-end defensive players. What were they doing? Robert Saleh was mixing up blitzes. He was attacking. He was being aggressive. He was creating occasionally some pressure on Caleb Williams behind Chicago's excellent O-line. Now, Caleb didn't get sacked, but he got flushed out of the pocket more than a few times. Chicago's defense felt very passive to me.